Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler, on this evolutionary, revolutionary rise of a high that you'll feel every time. Eat the fucking mono. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm jumping on because if I can, then I do, then I do. I want to thank everyone who can be here, who is here when you do come here. Yeah, you see, that's true though. So I came on, like, if you're here and you got past your ego and all this other kind of shit and you're here because we commune. It's about unity in our community. There's no competition, there's no fucking subliminal, there's no fucking like false mask up in this bitch, which is why I get on my high horse. You could be whatever you want to be, even if it's an a-hole. But it's the falseness that I won't stand for, because you're not getting a falseness from my energy. And so now it's just like, hold up. I don't even want to surround, just because you can be tolerable of certain kind of energies and stuff because you're doing the greater good for the all and the whole, doesn't mean you should allow yourself or subject yourself to these kind of fucking environments. So right now it's on my tolerance level is non-existent to your fucking debaucheries. The blasphemy. Bumbleclap. And that's, I hear things. Like, who's here? Welcome. Exactly. That. I don't even speak. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, sometimes I do. Speak my own kind of languages. But if you're here, right? You're a fucking transmuter. Right? You feel things so deep. Right? You feel things on a fucking level. Especially and I'm not saying only these kind of signs and stuff, but you know what? We're gonna mix and match up in this batch. You got any kind of water element up in your chart, you feel things so deep. And then if you got fire mixed to that bitch, woo, volcano erupt. Right? Real shit, just real talk. Real talk. And it's not easy every freaking transit. Sorry. But here we are. Let's see. Right. So right now, we're each connected. No matter how distant we may play the field, we may be out there, and depending on your leveling of sensitivity for real and how you really know, holy feel. We got a lot of pretenders out there pretending to be tapped in, turned on, tuned in because they want to be, which is great. Want to be, want to be, all that kind of stuff. It's totally fucking okay. I just can't take the pretend part. That's what irks me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. And so, yeah. Don't know my business over here. It's like, okay. For real. It's yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. I put my song, yummy, yummy. I said yummy. I said it's so yummy. It's delicious. Anyways, yeah. I'm trying to about it. But what are they talking about? Oh yeah, right. So as transmuters that we go through transitions. We're on transits. I guess it's always transiting. That's like every day I'm disciplining, 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 discipling, discipline, and spell the motherfucker the same. Right? It's like, yeah, so depending on your levelings of sensitivities for real, there's a lot of feeling elements to process as a feeling human being on this multi-dimensional platform of existence, of consciousness, of I am whole shit. Like, whoa. A lot of shit is going on at once. You know what I'm saying? And so no matter how aligned and alchemized you can be, transits are transits, and the experiences for happening to the all, even if it's happening to the one. You get that? So as the feelers of this realm of consciousness that does exist, right? Sacred hands, sacred energies. It feels good to be in your presence, doesn't it? And now you're beginning to a little bit, even if it's just a little bit, acknowledge it. The power of your vessel. So there's a lot of dark we transmute through every motherfucking transit. Moody as fuck, right? I like getting the ones out of the ones, oh, I've been diagnosed as bipolar, this, that, or that. Really? Or just your infusion not be much infused. And once you get into the temple of your vessel, of the innerstanding, for your understanding, it begins to overstand. And you stand in your command and you're like, oh, well, I'll be damned. Riot act, alchemization on your own United Nations. Liberation. That's a resolution for the solution to all the motherfucking pollution, but it's an intergalactic walkthrough. Welcome. You know? And so we're taking the next steps. We're in this environment. We're conscious of it too. We know what the fuck is going on. Nobody need not tell. You can feel that shit. Especially to the things that you're connected to. You feel it even before you know it. But now we're learning the intricate sew in it. The sew kit. This is the sew kit. Okay. Now what? I'm still out of shit. What you thought? Oh, I manifested what? Peace? Yes, energy. Get on your energy, G. Be on your energy, G. Be on your energy. See, a lot of people like to have a mask and pretend that on the outside, I'm on my energy, and the inside, they're nasty as can be. Mhm. And for those of you that bothered by my existence, good. That means you are not on your resistance. You are in your own element of development of fucking evolution that is alchemized solution for this fucking planet. Mhm. I sing and rise to you. You're the ones that are going to get through. Sing. But stop. Yes, you are. Beautiful star. Shining bright. Deliberately this fucking execution. Machine gun. Annihilate. Energy. Brilliant. Brilliant. Because you are experienced. That's the beauty of time. Although man structure, right? It's an illusion, but it's relevant here on this perceived 3D reality of existence that does exist in some leveling of consciousness. The multidimensional aspect of it is individualism. It's individualized. So I'm not here to tell you where you're at. And you can't fucking tell me where I am. Right? Validation, none not needed. It's just figure of speech. Brilliant. Right? You have been finer tuning your execution style. And you got style. Authentic as can be. Not some copycat syndrome of then looking at everybody and then, oh, I like the way that she did her hair, her nails, and her outfit. And then you come in with all those 3 different people's pieces of that and you got a little fucking puzzle piece of a fucking another masquerade. Whose hat you wearing today? Whose shirt? Whose nails? Whose style of video? Yeah. Should be great. I need a woman. That's his sound. gaLACTIC. Hi, Kristen. I'm gonna pick it up. Meditate and turn inward. Meditate and turn inward. You are the breed of seed of exampling that is needed out there in whatever leveling of multidimensionality of alchemy you find your fucking self on. That is your position. Stand tall, 10 feet down, doing everything. Sing your sound. Sound up. Little motherfucker try. Annihilation every fucking single time. Don't add insult to injury all on your side. You know what I'm saying? What's she saying? She said what she said. You heard? It's like, okay. What is she saying? Great sadness, bringing me back to this brilliant experience time. So it is with great sadness, you know, the energies around that this time, especially with when my mind goes, I go deep. You know what I mean? So coded is going to be me in this rest of this delivery because I don't even know real freedom of speech and all this kind of like, you know, blacklisting and fkShit kind of vibes that happen, but you can't like succumb to those evils of fear in your mind, propaganda every single time. And it's just like, all right, but you know, you see. And it's just like, you know, this whole thing with Twitch, you know, from I know him from studying things dance and stuff like that. And about this time last year too, like, you know, I'm dealing with another loss of a friend that too, you know. For those of you that may not know, do not know, but someone that is no longer here with us who decided to take their own lives at a specific time. You know what I mean? And it's just sad, it's tragic, right? And it's a heavy energy. And you feel it. Even before the news hit, you feel it. I think about that too. I said it the day that he passed, you know, when, you know, that he left this physical, right? This perceived 3D physical. I did a video on a dance one, and that changed. And it was all about mental health awareness. And even one of the lines in the song is talking about, you know, last year I felt suicidal. This year I might do something different, like talking to God, yo, like change. Anyway, and we think about the connections we have with our soul ties, whether we meet people or not, like the people that we're drawn to, the people that speak to our fucking souls, those people. You know? This is a good little distraction, because then I'm gonna start having to blow my fucking nose again. I don't want to go there. It's annoying. Give me a second. I'm still say what I need to say. Let it out. I don't know. Yeah, it was funny. So, but so I've been struck with the sad, and you know, I just want to understand certain things, you know, on another kind of level, and it's just like, you know, sightings, and it's just like you never know what a person's going through and the mentality is. But then you think about, so again, I'm really taken aback by this one. This one doesn't so as right with me. And granted, I don't get all this conspiracy, like, you know what I mean? But it doesn't fit. Something's off with it. You get what I'm saying? And I think about the certain things that have been or tried to have been implemented into our society about people having to get these certain kind of things that have not had proper testings. And what the fuck if these things you injectify into your system activates dormant potentials of other things, fkShit, and all this other kind of stuff? And maybe it would have not have been. What the fuck if? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Yeah, I went there. And so I just wonder, you know, because something's off with that one, especially having had lifetimes of experiences of those energies. And granted, sometimes you don't understand it. Like, what would make a person feel helpless that much so that off they would rather go? And it, you know, and it comes from a place of pain, of knowing it, knowing that no matter what you do, It doesn't go away. So it's with compassion that I speak so freely. I'm comfortable with my emotions, folks. If you're not, that's something, work through, grow through. So part of my soul whole. I'm not gonna deny myself the way the expression comes out. It makes you uncomfortable, pause, reflect, introspect, come back when you're ready. But I ain't stopping. I gotta hear with that bullshit. Yeah. Clarity. Okay. Whew. So I just I'm a little thrown off by this intuitively. Because granted, we all got sad. Sad is one of my you know how like we each all have like a department of handling, like you're good at this. You're good at especially with other people. Like whether you do anything about it, whether you make it a life mission, purpose, career, like you don't have to, but you just know that this is something that, people come to you for this, or, it's just it's natural, right? Like, it's just like body work for me. I may be doing body work now as an adult, but this goes back to my early childhood days of like people wanting me to even massage them because it feels good. And me just knowing where to go naturally. And when I went to school for it, like just understanding, wow, I'm learning the technicalities of that which I already naturally intuitively know. I like this. Like, hey, no. Hey, stop that. You know what I mean? So sadness, a horrible pill to swallow, has been kind of like my melancholic life. And so people that are typically sad, I have a history of having ties with sad people. You know what I mean? It's an anger. I can identify anger even when the person they're happy. Like, you mad about something? You know? Gotta heal through that, feel through, to deal through, to heal, to really heal. And we have different like departments and specialties, like children and birthing, and like I posted Erica Badu and her daughter like going to shadow work her as a doula. Like that's amazing. That's not like something I want to do or anything like that, and it's amazing when people gravitate towards that naturally. Like to be a part of the birth of someone new into this multidimensional place of perceived reality existence, to be the first entry part way energy that they exchange and share, like that's amazing. I want a doula present for all my birthings. You get it? Right? So that's amazing. To naturally gravitate towards the things that we naturally gravitate towards, and learning that part of ourselves, whether we make it something that we do for a living or not. It's not necessary, but it is necessary to learn what that is, so that you're not suffocating, you're not claustrophobic, like what the fuck is my mission, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing, like what is it that you're supposed to be doing? Activate those questions within yourself so that it can be made. Knock and the door shall open. Ask and ye shall receive. Type of magic that is always a solution. Communication is key. Your communication with yourself is always going to be key. And it's necessary for you to have that clarity, that clear sight, that vision, that communication, that tongue that's going to benefit you in every single in alchemized way. You know what I'm saying? Right? So the sadness part, right? I have questions, but also because I'm a transformer, transmuter, tapped in, turned on, tuned in, and I know my role and what I'm supposed to be doing. When you know better, you do better. So we still gotta do what we gotta do, but it's not exempt from the transit. People be trying to skip transits. Don't learn nothing when you don't grow. And you'll just continue to repeat until you fucking do the work. Why a lot of people can't stand if I trigger the root of their poet. And when someone's not ready to go there within themselves, they resent me for it. You just sit up. It's part of the work I do. I'm not even mad at those people. I have compassion for their situation because I understand. But I will not be nobody's fucking doormat. You can kiss my fucking ass right on top of that too, with compassion. I hear that bullshit. I like to help empower those that are extremely sensitive like that to get into that kind of a line of attitude to stand up for themselves real motherfucking quick. Let me be your reminder of how powerful you are, and you don't let people fucking use you. Coming from something that's happening. And allow it to compassion. So your compassion may have been abused for a lifetime. Your empathy will become nature. Do no harm, but take no shit. Do no harm, but take no shit, nor broken, nor falseness, no phony shit, no focusing on the negatives, letting go of all that does not serve, turning away from expectations, and just getting into your own liberations, forgiveness of self, compassion for self, love of self. Finding all the hidden bless ups after bless ups. Don't be giving me no blessings. I don't want no less of nothing. I want that bless up, you see, because there's nothing that you're going to take from me. So up, you see. Learn the language, the code, the decode, the upload of what you need to explode before you go dictate, say, and then vibrate in some kind of negative kind of way, and then try to pretend you can speak the language of the saints. Don't relax. You don't need to relapse, and you don't need to get hard on yourself either if you do. Hugs to you, darling. It's just your ego. And remember that's for. Okay. Make a choice. Act honorably. Slow burning. Or it's a slow burn. Right? Yeah. So, for all you beautiful souls out there, right? It'll be a sad time into working with the elements that you transit through, learning what your elements are so that you know how to diffuse your own vessel too, right? So, like for me, I notice whenever I'm around air quality signs, like air signs, they tend to all get annoyed if I leave the water running. And earth signs too, because it's wasteful, right? Earth elements, because we're more than one sign. This is just an example, okay? But I love the sound of water. And so I tend that if the water is running, especially our Shiva, right? Our Shiva loves running water. And so she demands and commands the water to be put on. So oftentimes when I do put it on, I leave it on because I find the sound of running water to be peaceful. Like, I don't know, like it doesn't bother me. And it's like abstract, like it's in the background and running water, right? And when air quality, and I'm like, turn that off. Like, oh my gosh, like, after a certain point of the running water being on. So, but when you think about it from an elemental perspective, I'm saying this because it's from an elemental perspective and it's humorous. Like when you know, right? Like, and you just like, and I like engaging with beautiful souls that we can talk about this, like when it happens, that's the time that it happens, which is the wonderful circle of energies you want to surround yourself with. It's such a pleasure for me to be able to note these kind of things and then say it to whoever I'm with at that time about them noticing of whatever it is that I'm noticing and feeling so activated in that sense. And I'm like, because it's inspiration too. And also just, homage to the work I have done that now I'm surrounded by energies that I want to surround myself with that feel good in my presence. That there's no kind of hidden animosity, shade, or any kind of like, false mask that just feels uncomfortable, that you don't need to, just because it feels like, hey, you should learn to be comfortable and uncomfortable, like, and all this kind of stuff. But why subject yourself to those kind of energies when you don't have to? It feels good to have a good time in good company, whether it's with others or by your fucking self. I think I spend more time by myself when I'm not working or doing something like whatever, and with animals. Facts. Right? So learning your elemental language and doing those elemental language things is very crucial to your harmony. Subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe for free at witchyutopian.com. Follow me on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. Follow me here, like this video, talk to me more so that I can share with you things. But I'm playing that two-way street, and if not, I'm just gonna babble and speak however free I want to speak. And leave it a mystery. If you guys don't want to engage or say anything, it's not my fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Say that when I free babble it. So you know what I'm saying? And plus, those that want it will always come. Right? So it's just like, okay, we attract And we do in alignment. Like I'm doing that which I'm not here to convince. I'm not here to chase. I'm not here to, I'm my own freedom of expression. And I come on board, I do that which I must, and no importa nothing else after that. I just make my little pretty thumbnails, I write my description when I get to it, and we keep it moving, right? We keep it moving, doing that which we feel called to do naturally, right? I love when I get the monthly statistic thingies or whatever and stuff like that. Like I'm still learning like stuff or whatever, but I like that my life is so busy anyways that I'm not so stuck on statistics. And I'm like old school in that generation of like, I feel forced upon to have to learn all these kind of tech stuff because of like whatever. See, I don't even know the language. That's the truth. That stuff, and I just got myself. But but because the people that I felt I had trusted, right, who were good at that stuff, like my ex best friend, she was the one that did the stuff for me prior to us no longer being friends. And then after no longer being friends, it took years before I built trust with another ex friend, right, that is no longer a part that I had given her access to do stuff for me and stuff like that. And then after that, it's like, fuck these ex friends and you got to do it yourself. So that's kind of like where I'm at. But because I'm so freestyle-licious, I don't, that sense of perfectionism that I have for other kind of things and something that I don't use. I'm a freestyle artist extraordinaire. Like I don't care in terms of how everybody wants to be all prim and proper out there. There's a certain kind of aesthetic and this and that, and you think about you do all of that if you want to do. I'm not knocking anybody that does, and if anybody wants to come and do it for me and offers it and all this kind of stuff, like hey, I know, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Well, those kind of things are different, like, you know, because, you know, there's a fucking screening process for that too, because I ain't just letting no mofo and I'll help you. No, you won't. You trying to destroy. Fuck out of here. You gotta go through a fucking like a screening. And I'm not the only one that has to approve either. Like, nah, there's a fucking board, a trustee board of people to get look at, so that there's no loss of peace of mind. There's a trustee board up in this bitch. You gotta qualify. Right? But we gotta do what we love. We do what we love here. Recognition for the highest quality of work. That's what I'm talking about. It's not about the aesthetics, it's the quality. I'll take quality any day over any fucking aesthetic. As dudes that think that they're gorgeous, wealthy, and all this kind of stuff, and that they think that they can throw all of that, and you be like, ask who don't give a fuck how cute you be, how wealthy you be, how of status you can be. If you ain't right with them, mama don't want no part of it. You know what I'm saying? Consistent with that celibate shit. And it's not being on my feminist shit, because I'm in my divine inner trinity union within my own divine masculine and feminine energy. I love men and women, but I'm talking about like I'm just love people. Like I'm not talking about I'm straight. No, I'm not bi or anything like that. I like men, right? When that happens, right? And stuff like that. And I don't hold anything from my past against any future man or prospect, or like I don't hate or fucking look at everything as misogynistic, you know. I look at it individual, like, are you this way? Like, or like I'm it's a vibe. I'm not gonna go and overly generalize, because I hate that over generalization. Oh, all men, all women, all black people, all white people, all Spanish people, all that. Oh, shut up. That's where I'm at with that. That is where I'm at with that. I'm the dreamer. Okay, utopian. Do you not hear my name? Utopia. I believe in the utopian principle of living. It's a quality of living that I abide in, I stand in by myself if I have to. I don't care. I am of Utopia. I am of Atlantis. I am not from here. I wish we can all get along. That's as truth as can fucking be. And I'm all lone wolf central on my own, like that kind of thing, right? But yeah, so don't get it twisted, right? The dreamer, major transformation happening at this time, a significant life experience too. So we're transiting, we're doing stuff that we love. We're getting into our knowing power even more so. So it's like that. Whatever I say I am, because if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, in the news, every day I am. I don't know the words, but it's just the way I am. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. What were you talking about? Yeah, so there's like a major transit happening here. And the more you self-empower, the more it is felt on planet Earth, where we go kaboom up in here. Yeah. Might be working multiple jobs, doing mad different projects and things on like, and being vigilant or diligent, vigilant. Yeah. Oh, but we were talking about the sad too. So much, right, to go through. But this is just it. This is how we transit through. Like, as we get deeper into our own labyrinth of truth. There's a video, there's a live. I did it through the, YouTube's first live that I did, celebrating reaching over 1,000 subscribers. And for every 1,000 plus subscribers I receive, I'm gonna go live here on YouTube. So come celebrate with me, come craft with me. That's what we call it, craft oracle babbling, bring your crafts and all that kind of stuff. And whatever, that's the stuff, giveaways and cash prizes and blah, 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 blah. But anyways, that's not what this is about. What was this about? What was I saying? Okay, hold on. What are we talking about? You know, I'm seeing a little mini info commercials, but I don't know. So, oh, so being this leveling of understanding everything from an elemental perspective, right? We were talking about that, and understanding this time zone we're in, because we're not all from different parts of the world. I'm not going to pretend to know what season you are in, but where I am, it's getting into the winter season, right? And so it's getting colder. It's getting colder. And leaves fall off the trees. Things become barren, right? Crops and things can die, not properly tended to, or moved, or however they do what they do, and all this kind of stuff. But so when we think about that, and we think about like manifestations, or we think about energy, right? We think about energy. It's safe to say that winter seasons can be like barren, right? It's empty. It's like, it's not a outlook of a time to flourish something if you were looking at it from an aesthetic perspective, right? You'd be like, oh, well, I shouldn't plant the seeds now because they're not going to germinate. And if they did, they're going to die because it's fucking cold next month. You know what I'm saying? Like, so although gestation, all that kind of stuff, when things bloom in spring and all that, I'm like, again, it's just for simple, simplifying something that's just very like, it's the concept or the articulation. Like, I'm figuring it out as I talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, bear with me here. Right? So like, but just think about that too. This is why some people get the winter blues, or in the over the holidays, you know, why would people put the holidays in the winter time when people get that winter bluesy kind of effect? Maybe to uplift or something like that, like to change moods, or, you know, just economically it benefits an economic system. Either way, the element of the time, the energy of the time, pretty barren, right? So let's say you're an overly sensitive being, like, you know, right? We feel everything so deep. For it is quite a blessing, and a curse, to feel so deeply, right? Yeah. Just told me. This is my Pisces moon. It's my Aquarius moon. Helping out my Pisces sister's moon. Is balance be the equation? We get into our unification, learning our element sensations. That's why I say look at all the zodiacal wheels, all the elements, Vedic and Western astrology, and learn what is yours so you can learn what your infusion is. So let's say if you're typically Western astrology, you're a Pisces moon like me, go learn your Vedic moon sign, because what you lack or what you need or whatever is the trigger or the seed, or, you know, whatever it is that you resonate with deep, that's maybe in its toxicity, your Vedic moon is going to be the solution to the element confusion, to help you balance your constitution. Do you get that? And do that for every single planet, sign, rise, high, tide, to be your own yin yang kumbaya-isms. I've been saying this for a while. Really starting to now activate, so let me throw out some more. Eat the fucking mana. Right? So yeah, there's so much. You're always gonna forever be growing and being, if you're in the evolutionary process of your own spiritualism and individualism and freedom, 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 freedom. Let us be free. Let us be free. Let us be free. We are free. We are free. We are free. We are free. Proclaim it'll be. Proclaim it'll be. Proclaim it'll be. Anyways, so you have winter time. And then you have this, now you understand it from an intellectual perspective, that during this time, energetically, it's not an ideal time for manifestation, for supportive energies to boost you out of maybe the blues, right? And so here you are, absent-minded to the energetic effects of how that influences to your own personal environment. You're here trying, over trying to get inspiration, get motivation, and then you get hard on your own system, because now you're beating yourself up for like, why I can't, I still feel like this. I'm still sad. I'm still this, and beating yourself up for not being able to get yourself out of that funk, out of that junk, out of that yuck. Like, and then also you might live in a hot climate, but you might socialize and be connected with people that are in that different kind of climate. That's cold season now. So it's like, what is the percentage of element affecting, influencing your life and your environment? Because each one teach one, reach one, and we all are one. So you get what I'm saying? So yeah, right? And so this time, this season right now of sad can feel heavier. And so it's not to pretend these kind of feelings or ignore these kind of, I don't ignore. I got a strong Scorpio on my fucking chart. Yeah. We don't ignore. And if you got Scorpio in your chart, Pisces too, and all this kind of fucking shit, and you connecting with me, especially too, you're deep. You feel deep. And you wish you could let things go. Right? So I did a video that I posted of a dance, Let It Go, right? And the importance of letting go in order to grow. This journey of me sharing my own 60-second dance video is not an easy one. I'm over 40. It used to take for me to dance drinks to get me to loosen up. It feels so good to not need a damn thing, to just get up and dance. But to get up and record and share that, no, that's a new journey. But I've watched for so long my own breaking of my own chains and going past my own threshold of fear and limitations to see the benefit of those seeds influence and help so many other beautiful souls out there that say, or it doesn't even matter. I don't even want to say that because it's like tooting your own horn and all this kind of shit, and it's just really not. It's just nice to know how far your seeds can breathe if you let them breathe. And it's an honor to serve you all in this magnitude in a way that goes without saying. You know, so I'm just I'm just very concerned. So right now, don't force nothing. And don't be bummed out if something is like taking longer to bloom within you, even if it's within you. This is the barren season. So forcing it is only going to deplete that which you already have now. So don't deplete. Work with the energies, the elements wisely. When you know better, you do better. And if you need assistance, I'm here for you. Communication is a two-way street. Or watch all the free that I do. You'll be led to other people too that share their own kind of recipes too. And compile them for you that work for you and be all that you are. I like to do everything DIY style. I don't want nobody to be dependent upon me to help be the savior of their any motherfucking thing. It's too much responsibility. That's that Sagittarius in me. Be like, no, thank you. No, that's too much work. Help those that want to help themselves and show them how to do it. And then help them shift their perspective of intellectualism and evolution so that it can infuse it. Create programs and activities and DIY style kind of things that gives them the tools that they need and the access to you to be the supportive energy that they need to breathe, to solidify and get into their groove of creating better habits, healthier, wealthier, stealthier for themselves, that is in a customization of their own design, right? Because we're each individual. What applies to one don't apply to you, but although we're all doing it collectively for the all too, right? So me, right, personally, I'm like these journeys creating templates of things of how to articulate certain things that I feel divinely lit to articulate, and then creating, right, there's that Virgo in me, structures and sheets and DIY style templates, coaching, right, behind the scenes, diligently. How can I apply this to help them help themselves, right, without much of the responsibility on myself, because I'm not going to take on their responsibility or their burden that they must do for themselves, because you know the power of that, the empowerment of that. And here you are to help feed them, help them see that for themselves too, so that they feel empowered to do that successfully. I don't need the credit. You are the credit. You are the blueprint. You are the seed of breed that you need to be to execute as eloquently as you need it to be for yourself. But it's your speed. It's your way. That's the truth in every kind of way. It's either we vibe and can work and collab and do and work harmonious too, or it's I'm not the person for you. That's okay. But at least you got an idea about what you want. That's good too. Very good. Protect what you have created, right? Protecting what you have created. Do not give up. Ask for help when you need help, right? So this sad time, going back to that, it's in this barren season. And so even me processing the sad, which I can do so, you know, when emotion finds its conflict, I go to my intellect. And when my intellect is sabotaging, I go to the divine. But this is all happening all at the same time. Get it? And so this Trinity within you, this work within you, understands that with everything of these pathways that you're creating, every time you activate sense and sensibility, you also activate solution. And so it's important to understand your energy and how it is being affected by external energies too, right? And how that combination can create certain kind of perceived realities that might not necessarily be the truth. But when you get to the sense and sensibility part where you're able to see each compartment, each truth, each position for itself, it's now where you play with what goes with what, how this goes. And that's the same thing with the elements, right? Understanding the elements that you're working with, your own energy of elements, and then also the external elements that are infusing with each other. So like what I was saying about the running water, right? And the air sign, the heavy air or the air element part of themselves being annoyed by the running water. And think about the element, it's water, sound. I have never heard any of my water element kind of friends ever be bothered by the sound of running water. They're like, oh, it's so soothing. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, right? So you have this bonding experience with your water element nymph fairy kind of like thing, elf like creatures out there that are like mystically designed, like, you know, enchanting in every kind of way. These kind of elementals I love to play and engage with because they never bothered by the sound of the running water or anything like that. But anyway, so the purpose of me just highlighting the word that as something, it's just something so simple, but it's just an example of one of a billion things that it could be. But it's just to give you the example of how you can apply it to how you can identify certain things in your own personal life and be like, oh, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, exactly. Like whenever like my or you could just think about it like in terms of adrenaline rushes and what certain kind of people like to do, like elements. If let's say you have adrenaline junkies as friends, they might all be fire signs. You get what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like I'm not overgeneralizing here, but I'm just saying. Anyways, okay, it doesn't matter. But what matters is your understanding of your position, stand, empowerment, energy exchange, and how important it is for you to understand the elements that are also engaging with the influencing environment that does influence your environment, right? And the power and the position that you play comes from your intellectualism in every kind of way, and then also your energy, your alchemy. You know what I mean? So yeah, strength. Who you are, right? You are strong, your personal power, and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, being actual. Like, you know, I always say, anybody can be nice, but not everybody's kind. I feel like, can you grow into kindness? I would hope so, because that would be evolution. I find that I am much more kinder than I have ever been in my entire life. And I find myself to have always been kind, but this depth of my kindness now is different. It has evolved, right? So, in understanding that for myself and my own kindness journey of even acknowledging my levelings of being a kind person, right? I'm not just nice, because I have, then what about those times I'm not nice, right? Or I say something sarky. That's not nice. Okay. I'm also sarcastic, bitch. Now what? I'm nice and sarcastic. You're like, no. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's kindness that I'm identifying here. Because you can see this in the world, right? People could pretend to be nice, they could be nice, or they could try to be nice. I'm like, I was nice. I was like, no, you're not. But not everybody's kind. There's a grace to that. There's a it's without, it goes without saying. Like, you don't think about being kind, you just are. People think about being nice because they could not be too, right? Like, let's say somebody triggers you, like you and I, who could be kind. Now somebody triggers something, right? And I'm like, okay, I gotta be nice. So it's not judging people when I say this. Like, it can apply to any fucking body, you know what I'm saying? But but I, as a utopian artist extraordinaire here on this multidimensional layer of brain of existence that I am on, right? Enchanting design, right? I do believe in this utopian society because I exist. And if I exist and I know that there's others too that are slowly these waves of sea, unlike any. And the multi-dimensional effects of this ripple effect that takes effect, that is effect, that is infusion, that is transiting through our whole entire collective multi-dimensional layers of existence. And we're just here as happening. I am, and I know this. So it is with absolute surrender that I surrender to the idea of this, knowing that, yes, I believe that more kind people shall be born, even if it's through evolution. So I'll continue knowing that. Maybe it's not anything. So let's start wrapping this up and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just want to put into focus. So no focus, wise counselor, okay? Unity with a spiritually minded community. Okay, what? All right, ask the divine for help and trust that the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you, right? But I like that unity with a spiritual minded community and finding that within yourself so that you can have it outside of yourself and stuff like that. But also understand that too, the energies outside and the elements and all this kind of influence around could be a heavier time, or even if I'm not saying things have to be bad or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's a heavier energy time. And so melancholic could be a way. I know I could be grumpy and hangry. Well, I want to eat, and if I'm hungry, I'm gonna wait. I turn into an anime character. That's how I deal with my inner brat. Right? So finding creative outlets. All right, so that's what I was talking about, the labyrinth exercise during the live that I did on YouTube and stuff like that. Before I started talking about every 1,000 subscribers, I'll have another live YouTube party that you can join and win cash prizes and all that kind of stuff But the first live that I did, we did a labyrinth creative unblocker exercise. So if you go check out that live, there's an exercise that I did there on the live that will, if you do it, I'm getting rave reviews about it. If you do it, will unblock and unlock and light code activate whatever dormant energies are stagnant or stuck. This is an unblocker creative exercise for you to do, the labyrinth exercise. And if you want it too, you can also go to witchyutopian.com for a small fee and download it. The exercise complete. Okay. Available January 2023. But in the meantime, you can start the portion of it, okay, on the YouTube live. I'll link it in this video for you to see with a timestamp too, you know what I mean? But it's an exercise that is deep and it unblocks your creativity and all that other kind of self-sabotaging tendencies and a whole bunch of other kind of things, you know what I mean? But we'll start off with creativity for this exercise. And then I want you to do it and actually really, really, really do it, right? But if you want to do it in the way that it's set, then you would have to wait to January 2023 so that you can actually download the PDF and all that kind of stuff from Witchy Utopia. The full entire labyrinth complete meditation, light code activation, creativity unblocker, plus so much more at witchyutopian.com and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Anyways, so yeah. So yeah, so the good you do comes back to you. Okay, the good you do comes back to you in unexpected inflow of abundance, right? Going against the grain, and think about that. So think about how abundant you truly are. Like if your abundance is coming against the right grain of this kind of energy, right? Just think about how overly abundant you truly are. Ooh, mind blown. Play that back. Like really listen to what the fuck I just said there. Like if the energy right now is against, it's resistant to abundance and flow. And here you are still experiencing abundance and flow. Just think about the dynamic of how abundant you truly fucking are and prosperous. Play that back as often as you need to let it sink into your. Don't let people play with you on words to make you think something is bad when it's fucking not. It's just them. It's their energy. Right? The dreamer, what happens, sweetheart? Oh, that's on my face. A new start, okay? A new start for you. A new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Yes, beautiful souls. That's right. Proclaim your goals. You are here. You will reign. You are reign supreme on these mighty lands, right? I take command. I stand 10 toes deep in honor of me. So love I keep every single day in every single way. I rise powerful every single day, every single day. Right. So get out of your way. If you are unable to make a choice or you are unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart then rather than trying to make others happy. Stop thinking that you have to be like certain kind of things. So you might be seeing certain kind of things and somebody's telling you differently, but you don't see it that way. But this person you think is supposed to whatever. It's not always what you think. Many of the most hardest lessons in life come through our own sacrifice. Sacrifice is so deep. People be thinking, oh, sacrifice is like blood rituals and all this kind of stuff. Sacrifice is something that requires, that is so challenging for you to do. But you know that it's the right thing to do. It's a fucking sacrifice. You do it anyways. You do the right thing anyways, knowing how damn hard that shit was for you. When you feel it. Like, it's like people fast certain kind of things. Oh, I'm fasting junk food. Meanwhile, they don't really eat junk food too much. It's around their period season. You're not fasting anything that is a sacrifice for you. What's a sacrifice for you? Like, what's really hard for you to give up? People be like half giving up shit on a fucking fast. That's right. You don't have to just fast food. You fast certain kind of things that, you know, like I'm going to fast social media. People like, nah, I'm going to fast on Snapchat. Meanwhile, they use Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but they're sacrificing the Snapchat. It's not a sacrifice. That's a half-assed attempt at something great that you are not really invested in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I started fasting and I'm only drinking water now. But meanwhile, you like still eating McDonald's, you're still eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, you're still eating Popeyes, you're still eating fried foods and all this shit that's clogging up your whole entire intuitiveness system. You gotta give your system a break. You know what I mean? Or watching certain things until you learn to master that certain thing. You can't subject yourself into an environment that is a challenge for you to not do yourself. It's like hanging out with a bunch of drug users when you yourself are trying to stay away from it. Don't do that to yourself until you master that. And then if you want to go that next level and be surrounded and test your limit and see how strong you have grown, but in the very beginning to subject yourself to that leveling of temptation, that's like asking for a fucking failure to happen. Oh, but that's my friend. Is it? Because if it was your friend, they will understand why you're not going to be around as much. And they too have a choice. Because if they want to change, they can too. You're not asking them to. And if they're threatened or insulted or upset about something like that, that you're choosing something better for yourself, turn out your fucking friend. Period. They might be your friend, that's a title, but they don't have your best interest. They don't have your best in mind. And that's enough to know of why I can't fuck with you. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know any other detail but that. You don't have my best in mind. I have your best in mind. I wish you the best. I'm not telling you what to do, how to do, or where to go, and how to live your life. But I'm telling you that right now, this is my boundary, and I need to hermit mode. I need to introspect. I need to go in right now. I need to stay away from certain environments, people, places, and things, or topics and types of conversations and all this kind of stuff that is not conducive to that which I really feel lit about. It goes against me right now, and I'm trying to figure that out clearly. And this brings confusion or static in my energy, and I need to clear it right now. And that's already too much explanation for somebody that just should be compassionate enough to understand, like, hey, do what you need to do, whatever's going to make you healthy, wealthy, stealthy. I am supportive of you. What do you need from me? How can I help? They'd be like, oh, stop doing drugs. Oh, I can't help you right now. But at least that's a real friend. I wish you the best. Okay, gotta go because they're gonna go do their stuff. You know, that's a great friend. And maybe your example in your sobriety and all this kind of stuff, like, will bring them the hope and faith that they need later on. That it's like, wow, you did it, and I see I'm doing it now too. You've inspired me. You never know, like, what kind of breed of seed you're gonna be. So don't get on that whole holy self-righteous act thinking you gotta attack and be all this fucking, like, you gotta do that, because that kind of shit will get you knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when someone is not fully in their alchemy and their temperament might not be as strong as someone that has mastered that part of their side. Like, unless you're gonna come here and I gotta protect myself, where I gotta, like, defend myself in some kind of way, we're not gonna physically explode on you. You know what I'm saying? Because violence is not the way. But for the person that's learning that along the way, you might get beat up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fuck around and find out. Like, oh shit, that's what they be about? Yeah, they used to be called Tyson and Xena, warrior princess in high school. That was for a reason, right? But yeah, so yeah. And this is like the Six of Swords, the end of challenging times, right? But it's still somber. It's still barren. It's still transiting. It's still transiting, but a welcome release. Finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression and illness, travel, or relocation. Right? A windfall of abundance. And you do. See, look at that. So now the pathway of the transition leads to a windfall of abundance. Right? So you're learning this cycle, this moon cycle, right, is in support of you releasing during this transit, right? And helping you to create the abundance through this transit by not losing sight of the bigger picture. Okay, so you might be making significant purchases, remodeling your home, moving, traveling, also another career opportunity, another lucrative career opportunity in another multi-dimensional source of income, right? Because it's about multiple incomes too, right? Support, investments, right? That you can make. So, sponsors too, or people willing to invest in you, right? A windfall of abundance, right? Taking the next steps, right? In something bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. You know what I mean? So that's a nice place to be, right? So here, financial security too, right? The 10 of fucking pentacles, right? Financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance, a retirement too, right? Peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, the ones that you are making now, right? The unconditioning of your conditioning, right? Pride in what you are building, right? Passing on of knowledge, right? Learning from your own energy of an experience, right? And applying wisdom, like acting it in your life, right? Especially if there's a loss of peace of mind at this time, right? So there might be a loss of peace of mind in some kind of thing, right? And I'm looking at the bird here, and my connection with birds and all animals, period, animal whisper and stuff like that. So there might be somebody behind the scenes that, like, there might be a group, like you're forming your own little kind of thing, and there's just somebody being like real deceptive, like behind the scenes, or like planning to like rain on your parade or lie about you or think they can embarrass you in some kind of way. But also just like make sure you're being honest with yourself and know that I hear the song. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. So look at an unwise choice someone might make, right? If there's a better way to. All right, so now I'm getting mixed energies here, showing that dizzy, right? In that part. Right, so I know how I'm gonna drop it. You, whom like me, beautiful soul, you know what I mean? You have an amazing opportunity. You have opportunities happening for you all around. But there's still energies because we're releasing, we're letting go, and stuff like that are making themselves known, right? They're making unwise choices behind the scenes and how they're choosing to receive you, to do you, to befriend you, to diss you, to be your rival, to be your competitor, to that's how they feel towards you and stuff like that. So, but they're doing shit behind the scenes. It doesn't mean that it's gonna affect you by behind the scenes, even if they're gossiping, even if they're talking shit, even if they're spreading lies, even if they think that they could bring you down and they got some plot against you, some revenge too. It's just take caution because you're a sensitive soul and you feel this energy too, so it's easy to become bothered by shit like this. 1975, 1957, 75, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 is 3, 3, right? So it's about keeping with your own holy trinity, your own alchemy at this time, even if things were to like blow up and stuff like that, because you were the star, right? So have faith that the future is bright. Dreams will come true. So this is irrelevant to you. They're irrelevant, right? They're leaving too. There's something too. So like they're gonna always like be in their own state of conflict, whether it be with you or with someone else too. Like this is a repetitive cycle. They probably have had numerous people not be their friend anymore. Like, and this is not like I'm saying like people when you wake up and all this kind of stuff, you lose people in your life and you're like, oh wow, wow, wow. Then it might look like, wait a minute, is it me that is not the friend and all the kind of not, you're just around fuck shit kind of energy. But this kind of person is like, they're just really like, they've probably in the past or even now, like will fuck somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend or like things untrustworthy, like low vibe, like they'll be like, oh, that's why I'll fuck her man. Or, you know, shit like that shady shit. Like, and this is just as an example. I mean, it's like, oh, they think they're gonna get the raise. I'm gonna go tell, and they go gossip behind the scenes, try to take your money to fear or like spread lies, like, or somebody that they have a crush on likes you and they say something awful about you to persuade him otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Like, so this is the type of person that has done shady shit to people throughout their course of life. Whether they acknowledge it or not and all this kind of stuff, but these are like the type of people that you don't bring around your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife, because if they will smile in your face and try to sleep with your partner too. Like that type of energy, or think that they're just better than you, or think that that's just because they have something more, like maybe more money or something like that, like the type of shit like that. I was looking at this whole Meg Thee Stallion and Kylie thingy. They were all sleeping with the same fucking guy and all this kind of stuff. And in the picture, like she comes up in and she bops herself right next to Meg Thee Stallion and she's smiling, like that type of shit. Like people that will smile in your face and be fucking your man, like that type of like shade, like nasty, like poisonous pussy, like that kind of shit, right? Hidden, that'll be kept hidden from you, but it's like the most, right? So listen to your intuition, pay attention to the signs from the divine, unnecessary worry, let it go at this time, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. So these type of people are not the best kind of people. And it's in their track record. It's in their track record. And just look at their resume. And they may be living the scene and sound like, no, that was them. And that person's a hater. And everybody's a hater. Everybody hates them. It's everybody. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But you got a new start. So trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take that leap of faith. Right? Protect what you have created. Right? Protect these opportunities. No, don't share them with these energies. Because they trigger your joy. And it's not that they can take these opportunities from you, but because they still trigger you, you haven't mastered that I don't give a fuck feeling yet because of how close these people can be to you. Right? It's like dealing with family. That might be the hardest trigger. It's like, it still bothers me. I don't give a fuck if that person treats me that way, but when this person treats me this way, that shit fucking still hurts my heart. It bothers me. Right? That type of thing. So, so you're avoiding it. You're in your magician mode, right? You're getting smarter with how you are activating your living, your life, your purpose, right? What you need to do to be a success will be made manifest because you're understanding this, you believe it, you can do it, type of thing, but you're also protecting that which you are creating, so you don't need to share everything. Yeah, justice. So yeah. So anyways, the good you do comes back to you. It's beautiful. The good you do comes back to you. I love that. The good you do comes back to me. Affirm that. The good I do comes back to me. The shizzles, my nizzle. Say that. The good I do comes back to me. The shizzles, my nizzle. The good I do comes back to me. The shizzles, my nizzles. Joy to the world. Right? The good I do comes back to me. The shizzles, my nizzles. Joy to the world. The shizzles, my nizzles. And news world. Celebrate. Joyful announcements like engagements. Somebody wants to put a ring on it. Somebody wants to go a little further. Somebody wants to be more than friends. Somebody wants to make you a mother. Somebody wants to go another step with you. Whatever that's gonna be. Right? The most success. Right? The most successful animated action adventure happening in your life because somebody wants to put a ring on it. Somebody wants to put a ring on it. Somebody wants to make you a mother. Somebody wants to take you away. and travel with you. Oh, somebody wants to buy you an ice cream. Right? The way to Serena's heart is definitely through her stomach. Somebody wants to feed you. Somebody wants to feed you. Somebody wants to feed you. So maybe dinner, date. Maybe they want to cook for you. Maybe they want to buy you an ice cream. I know I said it was winter, but somebody wants to buy you an ice cream. Somebody wants to eat ice cream. Ooh, they put it in your belly button. Like, I could have got a lot more graphic. I said belly button to be PG-13, okay? But you know there's many other holes. Hold on, where did I mix that up? Ay. Since Sailor Mercury has initiated the tracking device in her amazing computerized goggles given to her by Luna, they allow her to easily locate hidden warriors from the Negaverse. Right? So you are identifying, you got your goggles on that are protecting you from your enemies because you see these motherfuckers clearly in the Negaverse. Right? You can't come up here in my universe from the Negaverse, right? Because I see you. I got my Google glasses on. I see you. I see you in the Negaverse. You can see over there. Right. So her celestial power, Sailor Mercury's, right? This is mercurial energy too. So it's communication time too. Sprays villain with foam bubbles. Right, temporarily blinding them and giving the sailors the advantage. She also has special blue goggles that help her to see what is not detected by the naked eye. Well, we were just talking about those blue goggles, right? And you're spraying the villains with foam bubbles. Activate, right? Blinding them with their own stupidity. Your enemies are being blinded with stupidity. Your enemies are Mighty Mars, although Sailor Mars and Sailor Moon don't often see eye to eye. In fact, they disagree about almost everything. They will always be there for each other. Mars and Moon, underneath the bickering and harsh words, they really do respect each other. So you have a fellow Mighty Mars soul sister who got your back, even when you don't see things eye to eye. That is powerful. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That's the type of fucking friendship circle you fucking want to have. That loyalty, royalty, right here. Respecting one another. I got your back, sis. Even if I don't like how you do shit, I still got your back. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fucking Terriers. I got your back, sis. I got your back, sis. I got your back, sis. Someone got your back. That's good. As it should be. Period. Here we go. Right? Luna, talking female cats, right? Cats are important. Appears from the beginning of Sailor Moon's guardian. So you are protected. Your guardians are here, right? Activating, informing the others of their powers. So you have powers that are being activated. Transformation time, right? Transformation. It gives them their transformation pens. Oh my God, talking about transformation pens. I have transformation pens in my witchyutopian.com shop. I make all my pens handcrafted. In the ingredients inside every motherfucking pen is fucking potent as fuck. Go check it out, witchyutopian.com. Okay, right? So your transformation pens, get your transformation pens at witchyutopian.com. Okay, all right, say it again, and it's under 20 fucking bucks. Okay, it's affordable. Right, get your scripting pens, your transformation pens, your manifestation pens, your magical pens, your enchanting pens, all one of a kind, just like you. Right? Right. And then there's Sailor Venus, who's associated with Artemis, the talking male feline guardian, right? Artemis. Right, protecting knowledge here, sacred knowledge being informed. Sailors unite. Sailors unite. Sailor Scouts unite for full fighting power and strength. No deals with double-crossing negatrash like you. Get ready, the Negaverse is dust. Yeah, let's show this jerk what Luna and Artemis really taught us. Hasta la vista, pretty boy. Yeah, and that's it. No deals with no cross, no double-crossing negatrash. You're a negatrash. All right, that's how we're gonna treat those people. Like negatrash. Dream boy. So you got a dream boy? Serena thinks that tuxedo mask is a total hunk and would love to go out on a date with him someday. But what Serena doesn't realize is that she and tuxedo mask are forever destined to be together. Right? So there might be someone hiding from you in their feelings because they're not ready yet to reveal themselves to you. But you are forever linked, the two, right? Loyal companion. You have a loyal fucking companion. All right. Luna and Artemis are the last hope of Queen Serenity. They are entrusted in keeping the Empyrean Silver Crystal and the Crescent Moon Wand out of the clutches of the Negaverse. They are also sworn to protect Princess Serena, but they are loyal fucking companions. Your dream boy, dream girl, the person for you is your loyal companion. You will not have to worry about any kind of nega trash behavior. You're my dream boy. You know me in love everything. You're faithful to me everything. And I know that dreams come true. You're my dream anymore, but yeah, there you go. So that's that. All right, I gotta start going. Oh my god, I gotta start going. Right, so moonlight night. So the night you heal. Right, so moonlight night takes the place of tuxedo mask for a while. He is a spirit-like part of Darien, created to protect Sailor Moon. He throws a white rose and fights with a sword. So air sign quality, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius kind of energy. He and Darien can appear at the same time. Or you might be dealing with two suitors. Or one suitor acting like two different people night and day because they're hiding from how they feel. Oh, so they like you so much, they're in love with you, but they're hiding that, they're masking that, but they're feeling that on some deep stuff, right? But Jedi and Queen Beryl's army is like, no, she cannot be in love with her, she cannot be in love with her, they cannot be together, right? So it's like Jedi is the first of Queen Beryl's evil conhort. When he fails to destroy the Sailor Scouts, Queen Beryl puts him to sleep forever in the eternal frozen state, never to be seen again. Right? So it's just like, that's what happens. But Tuxedo Mask mysteriously appears whenever the Sailor Scouts are in serious trouble. He always carries a red rose. He can use his red rose to announce his presence or throw it at an enemy to neutralize them, but to do so weakens him considerably. Right? He's like, so this person is like your protector. So if you're a female here, it doesn't matter gender. I was just saying, so your partner and you are gonna have this sense of not obligation, but yeah, obligation. I guess that's the word that wanted to come out, but a sense of loyalty, royalty, protection. Like it's like you each got each other's back, like that. I don't want to say bonding time because it's such like they were doing, like they were killed. I don't know, Romeo and Juliet, like there wasn't a romantic love story. Like this is like where you got each other's back, period. Like Wiseman, evil Negaverse ruler from the future, has only one goal, and that is to ensure the dominance of the Negaverse. To accomplish this, he must capture the powerful crystal points as well as Rinny, the little girl from the future. Right? So you have people that want to destroy that, or you just have energies, conditioning, and self-sabotaging tendencies that can destroy these kind of buildups of love, romance, and togetherness and stuff like that. So, whatever. Sailor Venus is here though. Right? Sailor Venus, also known as Sailor V, is a known superhero who's supposed to appear all over town. She battles her enemies with a powerful beam of energy that projects from her hands in the shape of a crescent moon, right? So we got Sailor Venus energy up in here protecting love. Like, hell no! You are not gonna taint, stain, ruin, or fucking do anything that's going to ruin this beautiful union. So that's just where we're going to end that right here. And that's, no, we're not, because I have my book, right? Any random page, the darker night light of my soul, right? Here we go. What is going to be our message? And that is how we're going to leave it. Love is life. Our human understanding, due to our upbringing and limited conditioning, may at first find it most difficult to comprehend the profound level of connectivity we can and do have when we meet other souls walking this earth. The level of profound connection two souls may make upon meeting can be one of the most truly difficult things for our minds to rationally comprehend. Yet these feelings we find ourselves denying to no end. Time to be your own friend. Finding myself consciously asking myself, which role would this new person play for me in this lifetime? What karmic reality will be playing out this season? Who are you? Who am I? Awakening the I inside of I. Truth is, who we are is more than we will ever fully know. Water of life runs deep, awakening the depths of my soul. Love storybook unfolds. Open your eyes, acknowledging your ancient shrine. It may take two to tango, but it will take every conscious effort and practice of you, for you in this lifetime to remember who you innately are. Shooting star, awaken, walk between the lines. It is time for us to be naked with ourselves, finding strength within your faith. Believers, truth receivers, believe in yourself and your golden rays of love, soul potential will shine. But in the meantime, enjoy the bumpy ride. For in this awakening depths, we will hit many, many highs as well as many, many lows. Love at first aches our bleeding souls, living in the absence of the thee. My heart undeniably bleeds. Reminder to self, love is free. My muse believes, no matter how difficult things may seem, he believes in the vision of our dreams. Faith is all we need. He sings. As dancers dance, love lead, believe, receive, achieve. Crafting, imagining is me, as love hits the street, working in love alignment alongside our universal creator. Creators are we. Dare yourself to believe, receive, achieve. Always wear your bra, metaphorically, trolling the yellow brick road of rhymes. Wizard of Oz shines your way home. Love bites are bold, soothing one's soul, taking hold of every scream. Love bites supreme, flames ignite into their bright lights. It's time for us all to believe in love's dreams. Schizarella finally free. Genius are we when determined to succeed? Albert Einstein declares, genius am I? When I dare to use inside of this hive my own mind, body, heart, and soul, watch as her universe unfolds, legends foretold. These universal laws for manifestation, crystallizing us into divine righteous alignment as soon as we surrender to love's awesome majesty, magically delicious and nutritious I am and I can. There is magic to be seen, shared. There is magic to be seen, felt, shared, tasted, explored, discovered. Time to observe. Listen to love's sound. That means to actually sit in silence and kindly be quiet. Witness as lovers naturally resist their own surrender with every savory love bite. Stubborn with delight. Beyond rational comprehension, lovers stay and hang tight, savoring every bite. For the creeps come out at night. Private eyes and rise in love. This lovesick wonderland adventure first began starting from its end, calling him my friend. Lovers let go in order to manifest their full potential at growth. Fairy tales coming true. Patience and evolution are friend. As she walks away, he looks away, shuffling away, both desiring the other to stay. As each silently prays, feeling like the end of all days. Soul gut-wrenching pain. A little too late, a twist of fate. As she turns the page, igniting ways. She takes center stage, loves the stake at stake. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? As she lets him go, introducing her to glow. Moving rather slow, you ask me. There goes inner listening. Pay attention. As she takes center stage, in preparation of her reign, there are voices to be heard in our own silence, schizo appeal, questioning our own selves about what is really real. Love is the deal. But anyway, that's the next sort of the Dark and Light of My Soul, right? Volume 1, Love Bites, available for purchase and download on Amazon. The Darker Light of My Soul. Okay. Volume 2, Death Becomes Her, coming soon to a theater near you. But yes, it is poetry explosion, light code activations. You can read from the beginning to the end, or you can open it every single day at a random page turner. Use it like Oracle, like you would use tarot cards as well. No matter when you turn the page, where you turn the page, what you do when you do, it will be a message, an oracle of delight, inspiration, motivation, and light code activation for you, the one who receives opening, mind, body, heart, and soul activations in every kind of evolutionary rain kind of way that is commendable in every kind of way. So that's awesome and cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, The Dark and Light of My Soul, it was published many moons ago, 5+ years ago. I don't know anymore. But yeah, so go get your Dark and Light of your soul copy. You know what I mean? I still haven't read it. I keep reading it with you all when I do excerpts. Yeah, so I have yet to read the book. Yeah. What else? Anything else? Yeah, this is the opportunity to like this video, to subscribe to my channel, help me grow. For every single time we reach 1,000 subscribers, until we reach up to 10,000 subscribers, I will be having a party, so come party with me in every single kind of way. It is fun, it is fab. Let us connect in every single kind of fantastic way. I really want to grow my engagement here, honestly and real, not like with, you know, fake commentary, for real, and, you know, those kind of things that I see happening out there, you know, in YouTube land, but like real engagement, you know what I'm saying? So, abracadabra, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So yeah, cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in. Go to witchyutopian.com. Sign up. It's for free. Enchantress on Instagram. Alchemistic Poetess on TikTok and Instagram too. And here too. So many channels, so many divine, but there we go. Every single time. Till next time. Also, there will be a number and ways. There are suicide watch prevention numbers and stuff like that I will be sharing information in the description box for you, and for anyone that ever feels like that they want to no longer be here and we feel alone in that department and stuff like that. Please see the numbers that I will share there for you to contact somebody that could really please be of help to you at this most challenging time. I know that you have other alternative options than to do stuff like that. When I was a little girl, I was met with a voice that advised things like that. And my leveling of consciousness then astounds me now when I think about my handling of such a voice. It's with compassion that I energetically understand this world can make you feel so alone, like you're the only kind, or genuine thing that nobody sees. And it's with a heart of compassion and knowing that I hope the leveling of help that's available out there grows more so that nobody ever feels like they don't have somewhere to turn in dark times. That sometimes ending it feels like the only thing that makes sense. And others might say, well, how can that be? But when you are so deep like the sea, most people are uncomfortable with talking about dark feelings, that they dismiss those that do try. And it's those people that feel the most alone when there's nobody on their leveling of emotional openness to speak about uncomfortable things that everybody wants to avoid until it's too late. I'm comfortable talking about these kind of things, but I am no professional and I'm not equipped in the leveling of therapy that is needed for those that need it. But I am an energy of support and reason and kindness and compassion. If you ever were to feel too alone, and even the hotline is fucking busy. Contact. Don't rely on me to respond immediately and all this kind of stuff. But I'd rather just offer that as another alternative. Even if it's a sugar one. Because it is. But if you need help, you're not alone. And so anyways, that information will be there for anyone that needs it. Please use it. Especially if you need it. Right?